Greetings once again. Here we are, second round of Dredd. As you can see here, I've been slowly transferring the markings that were on my original backing piece through each layer. This has actually been 2 layers of buildup using this different mat. It's the random strand mat that I mentioned before. We're getting to the point where this is just about to the grade we want. I've sanded the transitions here and it's working out pretty well. But today we need to build up the shield area in the center of the forehead here. So I'm going to first lay down a layer of mat because there's this raised ridge, which is why I've masked this off. So that way, while the resin's still wet, I'll peel it away and that will give me a nice clean line that I don't have to fuss with as much in the end. This foam, I bought it at the local hardware store. It's most foams out there are polystyrene based, and I believe this is a polyethylene base, which does not react as well or doesn't react with fiberglass resin. The easiest way to tell is part of the manufacturing process is they covered it in this foil. There are some polystyrenes that have a plastic over them, but that's not the same stuff. And it'll just melt away and be a big pain for you. But anyway, I already got my resin all mixed up, so just start laying it on, and we will have this all put together here in just a moment. And I'll probably sign off a little early and just continue with this build-up off camera, because I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch the whole process. I like using this thicker mat to build it up. It just builds up a lot faster than the fine mat. And I'm going to lay a big thick coat on, so I want to use this thick coat to glue down my little filler piece, foam filler piece. The only problem with this mat is, as you can probably see, as you're working it, it tends to want to fly away on you. Just gets all frayed up. I just keep working it until it's all smashed in place, and just one of those things, if you want to make a nice clean project, you don't use this. This is just for filling. I am burning through the resin today. I have to make up another batch to finish my section that I'm working on here today. Very important to make sure you get all the way through the mat. It's like right here where it hasn't quite gotten underneath. You just gotta keep adding resin until it's all the way underneath there. If you don't, it won't stay seated down properly. And I actually had a spot here where it got a little air bubble and I had to chip it all out. Because again, it'll make a structural defect. And there are other ways to do a helmet like this. I prefer this method, just due to the fact that it'll be a solid piece in the end. you know, heaven forbid I jump on my motorcycle and take it out and enjoy it. Okay. Now just double checking my positioning. And it's looking pretty good. I should have done a similar technique with the Celti helmet. It would have made for a much quicker transition between pieces. But, you know, you live and you learn. I had never done anything quite like the Celti helmet when I was doing it, so what I'm kind of doing here is painting over it. This is what we referred to when we were doing the pyramid heads as hard coating. Just literally painting on a layer of the fiberglass resin, or 2 or 3, however many one wants, and it makes for a much more solid surface. And in the case of the pyramid heads, it makes them almost feel like metal, because they're cold and hard. Otherwise, awesome. But it'll allow me to have a good clean base for when I work on or build off of it later, because I have to wrap this whole thing in fiberglass in the end. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it for today. All I'm going to continue doing is continuing the build up along here, and then I'll get back to you when we're actually, doing maybe some of the finish work on this. Talk to you all later.